So I'd love you to share what role being a Latina American woman has played so that the people who are watching, who are minorities of any kind, anyone who's not a white male, can listen and really learn from your experience.
Well, I think that being Cuban American opened a lot of doors for me early on. One of the things that someone told me, an editor gave me this great advice early on, and he said I should join the National Hispanic Journalists Association. So I would meet a lot of people that way, and I would be able to network with top editors of other papers and go to the conventions and take classes and things like that of these things. And so I did join, and as a result, pretty much every job I've had since I've left Florida has been as a result of people that I met at these conferences that I kept in touch with, remembered me, and took an interest in me, and basically tracked my career. My job in Atlanta happened that way, my job in DC happened that way, and I wound up at the LA Times that way. So I think that, I came out of school at a time when affirmative action was just becoming what it is, and a lot more eyes were on it, and people were opening up to the idea of making the newsrooms more diverse, and I benefited a lot from that. It's what you do with it once you're there too, because you have to work really hard. I feel like it was kind of like a double-edged sword when I was younger. Now, not so much, but when I was younger, because you came in and it was like it was assumed you were there as an affirmative action hire, and that's the only reason, and you kind of had to work harder to prove yourself, to prove that you deserve to be there for other reasons. I don't know that that's so much the case anymore. I think, it's evolved and times have changed, but this was at the very beginning. In addition to joining organizations like the National Association of Hispanic Journalists, there's a NABJ for African Americans, there's an Asian American. There's all kinds of groups, and I strongly recommend that, because not only do you meet people, there's opportunity for training and seminars at these things, and you just get exposed to a lot of experienced people that you can learn a lot from. A lot of the bigger papers especially have programs. The LA Times, for example, has a program called the Met Pro program, which is basically they offer a 2-year job at the LA Times, and you get exposed to a lot, and you work in a lot of different departments, and in many cases it leads to full-time employment afterwards. But at the very least, it was a job at the LA Times for 2 years, which can open a lot of doors elsewhere. So doing your research and learning about those kinds of things is really important too. America is getting more and more diverse as time goes. As we can see in the White House, we have President Barack Obama. So, there's a lot of opportunities everywhere. And it's just a matter of being able to do a little research and figure out where the niches are that might afford you, a new door opening and, a whole different career level. It can seem a little daunting, but, I did it straight out of school. I got myself involved in these kinds of organizations, and it's really worth it, and anyone can do it.